Các đồ bên này.
You please come in.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the mock test at IDP Hanoi at 28 Phan Boi Cho. My name is Gary. I'm an IELTS expert here at IDP, and this is the mock test. This mock test is being recorded. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Thái Anh, and Nguyen is my surname.
Thank you. Can I check your identification, please?
There you go.
Thank you. That's fine. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. What do you do? Do you work or are you a student?
I'm currently a university student.
What subjects are you studying?
Well, we're studying 7 subjects in total, but I only remember some of their names. It's philosophy, sociology, Ho Chi Minh's thought, and introduction to psychology.
What are your favorite subjects at university?
Well, I love studying introduction to psychology because it's directly relevant to my major, which is psychology.
What are your future study plans?
Well, I currently don't have any plans for the future. I think the only one I have in mind now is to graduate within 4 years and not having to retake any courses.
Let's talk about apps now, like you use on your phone or tablet. What kind of apps do you like to use?
Well, I usually use social media apps like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram because that's the main way to communicate with my friends.
Why?
Because we don't go to the same school anymore, and some of them live in different city now.
What was the first app you ever used?
Well, I suppose it's the phoning app because when I first received my phone, it didn't have any mobile games or anything, so I only used my phone for to call my parents and stuff.
What apps have you used recently?
Before coming there, I was playing some mobile games on my phone. So I guess my most recently used apps is the games.
What kind of apps would you like to use in the future?
Well, I heard that AI is becoming a thing today. So I was hoping that in the future there will be more AI apps that helps us do our homeworks or just help with the daily questions.
Let's talk about TV programs now. What kinds of TV programs do you like to watch?
Well, I love watching cartoons, especially from Cartoon Network, because they're always funny and entertaining to watch.
Do you prefer to watch TV programs by yourself or with other people?
Well, normally I would watch by myself because my parents are always busy working at late hours, and my siblings they have to go to school. So I always spend the time watching TV by myself.
What sorts of things do children like watching on TV?
Well, I think most children enjoy watching cartoon because, well, it has everything that attracts children, like colorful visual, upbeat music, and just adorable plots, I think.
Has television changed your life in any way?
Well, I don't think television has changed my life because they were already there before I was born. So I've lived my entire life with TVs. So I don't think they changed anything.
Now I'm going to give you a topic, and I would like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Here's a piece of paper and a pencil for making notes, and here's your topic. I would like you to describe an activity you usually do that wastes your time. All right. Remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time is up.
Okay.
Can you start speaking now, please?
Yeah, so I have a bad habit of scrolling on TikTok. I do that every day when I got home after school, and every time I have a free time, I would just open my phone and go on the TikTok apps. It's a social media apps where people upload short videos, and I just sit there or just lay there and scrolling aimlessly for hours and hours. And well, even though there are some educational contents, most of the time it's just silly and meaningless videos. So it doesn't help with my schoolwork or anything. And I used to sit there for the entire afternoon just watching videos of cats chewing on a stick, and yeah, it's silly and meaningless. So, and even though I know it's not good for me, because when I sit there and watch the things, I'm actually ignoring all of my housework and schoolwork, and it just doesn't bring any value to my life other than just entertainment. But I cannot stop doing that because it's kind of like an addiction. I am addicted to that. So yeah, I would always tell myself that just one more video, but then I would end up watching them for hours and hours more. So I think part of it's because I am a procrastinator. I would rather just sit there and do anything than to actually do my work. Yeah, I'm still trying to fix the habit. I'm still trying to get rid of it, but I think I still have a long way to go. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have the paper and pencil back, please? We've been talking about an activity that wastes your time, and I'd like to discuss with you 1 or 2 more questions related to this. Let's consider, first of all, time management. With the busyness of people's lives nowadays, how can people balance their work and life responsibilities?
Well, I think the most used way is to create a timetable, to create a timeline throughout the days. I think people can write down what time it is to work and what time it is to stop and relax, and just follow that timeline. I think it will be effective in time management.
Do you think most people are able to do that successfully?
No, I think most people fails at managing their time, because that is not an easy thing to do. They would need extreme discipline, self-discipline to do that. And I think most people just cannot control their needs and their wants.
What sorts of things make people feel pressured?
Well, I'm not sure about this, but I guess seeing all the people around the same age being successful would stress them out. It's called peer pressure. I think they will be more. They'll feel bad about themselves. They'll be stressed if they see other people around their age doing better things than they do.
What sort of pressures can people feel from other aspects of their life?
Well, I think there are many factors that make people stressed out. For example, marriage. Many young people these days are being forced into marriage or being pressured by the parents to get married and settle down soon. And the other factor is their bosses at work. I I always hear my parents complaining about their bosses, like putting too much work and ordering them around.
Now, we were talking about managing time. Are young people or older people better at managing their time?
Well, I think most of them are equally bad at managing the time, because I live with my grandparents as well, and to what I see, they are not really good at managing their time either. Because my grandparents often fails at making time for themselves and to stay relaxed. They're always busy at with the house chores and with.
Why do you think young people tend to waste more time than older people?
Well, I think because young people has more things to do than old people, and especially when.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, well, most old people these days are already retired, so they just stay at home, and well, the most they can do is house chores, or like hanging out with their friends, something. But young people have to go to work, and even after work, they have to finish their jobs at home, finish their work at home, and they also have more social activities to attend, and most importantly, they have a phone, so they spend most of their time on the phone.
Now, earlier you had spoken about wasting your time, a way that you waste your time at times. What kind of activities would you consider to be a waste of time in today's society?
Well, from my perspective, activities that does not bring you any values, like any working values, is a waste of time. For example, like I just say, scrolling on TikTok, it doesn't help me finish my jobs. It doesn't give me any knowledge about my studies or anything. So it's just pure entertainment.
Thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you.
Now, as for feedback from this mock test, there's a few things perhaps we could improve on. Firstly, your fluency is quite good, but there is still quite a few false starts. False starts are when you start to speak and then either repeat yourself or restart the sentence. If you could reduce some of those, that would greatly help your score. Similarly, with pronunciation, your chunking is usually pretty good. It could be the timing of it could be improved a little bit, but I think the main thing for pronunciation is just trying to add a bit more. Your sentence stress is good, but trying to add a bit more of intonation into your speech would really allow you to score higher in that. Overall, you use a mix of complex and simple sentences, which is quite good for grammatically, and few errors, so that's an area of strength for yourself. As well, in your lexical resource, you could maybe introduce a few more less common vocabularies, but overall your word forms are quite good, and there is only the errors are mostly surrounded by plurals, so you could look at making sure whether you're pronouncing the last letter on like a plural word, like with an S, for example, like saying cats instead of cat. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your feedback.
IELTS Fighter, vì 1 triệu người Việt đạt 6.5 IELTS.